If I was Rakai right now and I went to go put a fucking firecracker in this fucking room and I blow that shit up, it's content. But if I get pissed off and I do some crazy shit, it's not content.
And don't try to gaslight me.
You're emotional. You're emotional. It must be a time of the month. Because why you acting like this? It's crazy, bro. Women cannot win in these spaces, bro. It's really sad. Female streamers can't win. Video by Omizi. I don't know too much about this situation, so let's check it out. Let's see how Omizi breaks it down.
What is it with these male streamers trying to piss off female streamers? Like, you try to piss off female streamers, and then when you get a reaction that you wanted, you go, why are you so emotional? Like, yo, if you emotional, stop streaming. Like, stop. Okay, cool. They get emotional, they cry. Stop being a crybaby. You a pussy. Okay. So then when they fight back, what do you all say? She aggressive. Yo, is that a man? Yo, is this? Yo, she did this, and this, bro. Yo, f her, bro. Yo, she overreacted, bro. But I promise you, bro, if I was Rakai right now and I went to go put a firecracker in this room and I blow that shit up, it's content. But if I get pissed off and I do some crazy shit, it's not content. Whoa! Did that just blow y'all minds, bro? Because that blew my mind.
A lot of people who watch female streamers are probably gooners and people who are just watching for other things. Nina, as a content creator, she honestly is pretty good at making content. She's very funny, and yeah, she comes off as a little bit masculine, I would say, because of the way she talks, but that shouldn't stop her from being a content creator. She was raised around people that talk like that, and that's why she talks like that. So when people on the internet be like, yo, why is she talking black? She's Asian. She's not supposed to be talking like that. I find that so stupid. How do you talk like a color? I don't understand that. The reason people talk like this is because they grew up in specific places where they talk like this, and obviously you're going to pick up whatever accent or whatever the way that people talk around you is the way you're going to grow up talking.
Streaming isn't for women, because this stuff is not going to change. It's just not. As streaming grows to become a new and more stable medium for content creation, everybody's starting to flock to it. And when I say everybody, I definitely mean everybody. We got the young, we got the old, we got the fat, we got the bold. We even have women streaming. Damn. I know that that's like just the craziest concept for people to pick up, but in a historically male-dominated field, when women start to get into these places and spaces, specifically the WL community, again, WL just being like the Kai, the Aiden, the Speed.
Yeah, I don't get any of those like stream lingo.
It seems as though this battle continues on for dominance, and not even necessarily dominance, but just a place in space for women to exist. Now, off top, and it's a problem that definitely should be addressed, but I don't even know where to start with.
Look at the way people view when male and female streamers interact with each other. Let's take Agent and Extra Emily, for example. When females and males interact, yo, everybody is shipping them. Like, if they're in a relationship, just because they're a female and male streamer, like, men and women cannot coexist without there being some type of romantic or relationship type of thing. Like, why can't females and males just interact and make content together without it being like, with it just being platonic? But it's the internet, and people are gonna do what they do, and I honestly don't see it changing, because I think most people have brain rot, and when you have brain rot, your brain is just gonna go to females emotional. Females can't get a hold of their emotions. But literally, they will see Kai Cenat freak out and yell at his camera, but when he does it, it's content.
This one, because we have a whole gooning epidemic that needs to be talked about, and some of my commentary brethren in arms have talked about it ad nauseum. But there is a problem with the way that we sexualize women on the internet.
There was one guy, oh my god, he messaged me, Cinna, please don't get skinny. I love the way that you look thick. And his previous message to me was, I'm gooning to you. Please die, okay? I'm sorry, die. You're just a gross person. Like, I'm not doing anything for you. You're just gross, bro.
And it's sad to say that something like that would have existed if Cinna was doing just any regular content. Hell, she could be baking cakes and people would sexualize her like that. But when added and coupled with this male-dominated, misogynistic, hyper-sexualized field that is streaming, it's something that 10x's all the nasty comments that she gets, the DMs that she gets, and just the overall bullying and treatment that she gets and other women streamers get on the internet. The reason why this is such a big deal real to me right now is because there's like 50,000. And when I say 50,000, I mean 50,000 events that have happened in 2025 alone that have literally seemed to be streamers plus women plus sexualization equals views. We're talking about streamer prom, that Blackboy Max love reality show,
Like, just look at the way, for example, let's say when Kai Cenat does a stream with Ice Spice. What did that entail? Just Ice Spice moving her butt, shaking her butt, like, and you know, he knows his audience are a bunch of gooners, so he's just gonna make her shake more butt, like, yeah, this is content, woo! And Aiden Ross, for example, when Aiden Ross does a stream with women, he'll make them do like squats, and then he'll just take a peek and make her turn away from the camera so her butt is showing towards the camera. Like, just think about it, bro. These streamers know their gooning audience, and they themselves are kind of freakazoids themselves, so they kind of perpetuate this same sexualization of women.
current DDG love reality show, Streamer University, and anything that got birthed out of this. I've said this message before, and it's not a knock on some of the young ladies that came out of things like Streamer University or Streamer Prom or whatever the case may be, but ultimately you are being sexualized. And I'm not gonna blame them for diving into this reality. Hell, streaming is very, very lucrative financially speaking, and people wanna live, people wanna eat. But something to realize is that that audience that you garner by twerking on Blackboy Max's stream or saying all the inappropriate and nasty things you would do on DDG stream, they're not long lasting. They're not fleeting. They're gonna chew you up and spit you out the minute that you no longer feel the void and the need.
The only reason I think I feel it more is because like I've had a lot of young girls who have come to me who are streamers that you guys know. Some of them went to Streamer University, and they bring up how when they did content with men and then something happened, suddenly now they get blackballed and they're so-and-so that somebody fucked and they can't get out of that. And it sucks. Like, it sucks that that's where streaming is at, is that the like women feel like they have to do shipping content in order to grow.
Yeah, man. And like, just look at, let's say, Cooking with Kai. Her whole thing was literally cooking and then shaking butt for the camera. Like, I respect any female streamer who is going out here and actually making creative content, actually being funny, actually putting in effort, instead of just having like a cleavage cam where their cleavage is shown. Cinna, for example, I feel like she's pretty creative and she's good at making content, but she's gonna get sexualized anyway. There's honestly nothing she could do to escape it, because there are freaks on the other side of the camera.
Because there's so many really good girl streamers that get fucked over because of streaming shipping content, and in reality they're dope ass streamers, and it's just, you know, it sucks. It's really sad.
I'm old enough to know this, but some of you potentially are not. But these new women hopping into the streamer lane are not getting into it to build some sort of career. That's not what the men are propping them up for. That's not what they're meant to be. No, nobody cares about anything like that. They are the new video vixen. They are a prop in these content creators' journey. They are to be used for today and gone tomorrow. Every time I see a India Love, I think of Melissa Ford. Every time I see a Cooking with Kaya, I think of Buffy the Body. Every time I see any woman streamer, I think back to the Big Pimpin' video that Jay-Z put out back in the early 2000s and see flash in the pan girl, flash in the pan girl, flash in the pan girl, flash in the pan girl. And that's the truth. The way that the game is designed right now is for women to come on these streams, twerk it up, show their bodies, show their booties, you know, make sexualized content with the male streamers, and then ultimately tomorrow be replaced by the next one. Before you even get an opportunity to capitalize on your 15 minutes of fame, trust me, there's another event coming on with another big booty woman, with another woman that's willing to say she's willing to do the most ridiculous thing to another streamer, and then you are phased out, no pun intended. And even if we don't go down the sexual route, the way that male streamers use these women in their content isn't necessarily beneficial, because like Nina said at the beginning of the video, if you do retaliate in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you are going to get bullied. What she was referencing to,
it's a lose-lose situation. So literally the only thing you can do is just ignore it. It's honestly so sad to say that, but like, if something is gonna keep existing and something is gonna happen regardless, you honestly just have to do you no matter what. React how you want to react. Say whatever you want to say. These dumb people are gonna have their dumb opinions. Streaming is honestly not set up for women to win, because freaks exist, and they just want to see some butt shaking, bro.
Was a prank in which Blackboy Max said he would gift Ash Alk, another streamer, a bunch of subs if he were to take all her food in his hand and throw it in a bag.
9. We should probably just take this to go. But just take it to go. It's getting late, you know what I'm saying? I need my 100. I need my 100 right now. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Look at me.
Sick, bruh.
I was forced. I had to do this.
We legit live in Black Mirror. I keep saying this. We live in Black Mirror where people live will send you money and you will do whatever they say because they are giving you money and you know you want that money and you will sell your soul for that money and you will do anything, no matter how stupid, no matter how dumb it is, you're gonna do it for money. Like people honestly, when you could fold this easily to money, you honestly stand on nothing. Like, what are you as a character when somebody could send you 1,000 subs and you're gonna go take off your clothes and start twerking for 1,000 subs? Like, yes, money, bro, but like, you're not gonna get back your dignity.
I'm dead ass. What the fuck are you doing?
It's gonna make sense. I swear I can't ruin the clip right now.
Are you good in? No, fuck the clip.
I
Are
can't
you
ruin
good
the
in
clip.
the fucking head, bro? I promise you, bro. If I was Rakai right now and I went to go put a fucking firecracker in this fucking room and I blow that shit up, it's content. But if I get pissed off and I do some crazy shit, it's not content.
And don't try to gaslight me.
You're
right
emotional.
at this point.
You're emotional. It must be a time of the month. Because why you acting like this? It's crazy, bro. Women cannot win in these spaces, bro. It's really sad and really crazy.
Of the video, because we know what Nina is saying is true. Zoe Spencer is the example. I know that's probably a name that people haven't heard of in a minute, but remember, it's because she got packed up off the internet a couple months ago by Soul Illuminati for doing the exact
Soul
same
Illuminati
thing.
destroyed
when she
her.
retaliated against the guys, when she did the same thing as the bros, when she did her pranks and everything like that, she was labeled as aggressive, as masked.
I mean, let's not get it twisted. She was being a menace. I don't think you ever seen a male streamer biting women streamer or other male streamers. She was honestly off the deep end. Like, she was doing anything for the clout.
Skilled as doing too much, etc., etc.
That's not doing too much.
Having the same or similar things happen to her. Don't try to arm ring me and say who was biting her, who was biting her. She was matching energy, full stop. But then all of a sudden it was too much because of what? That matching energy shit doesn't work. I've seen women on the same streams as men make the same jokes as men, get called all sorts of different names. Hell, on DDG's current show, Are You My Ball, there's a woman on there named Thick, and I saw her make a joke the other day about having a dick. And now all of a sudden the trans rumors are getting ran wild with her to the point where everything is becoming just transphobic rhetoric around women, and it's really, really nasty.
He talk about Lil Vicky with the top pick. All I see is this woman over here. I don't know why they keep calling you thick.
I don't know either.
Is it your thighs? Is it your shoulders?
Or is it my dick? No, I'm just joking.
All right. You sounded like me a little bit.
Like, that's clearly a joke. Like, come on, bro.
I never thought I'd be saying this, partially because India Love is one of the people that keeps some of these narratives alive. Hell, she's actively fighting in the chat versus some of DDG's contestants on this Are You My Ball show, perpetuating some of this nonsense. But she's right when she says this.
Instead of all the sexual rah, the dream big shit that's going on, I wanted to see ladies being more attentive towards him. Like, y'all know he loves cheeses.
While her conversation is still heavily male-centered, India Love is right. Don't continuously sexualize yourself on these streams. Now, to be quite honest with you, you're not gonna get invited on these streams, and that should be okay with you. You should be wanting and willing to create some sort of career outside of being male-centered and sexualized. And
I feel like most people are not willing to make that sacrifice, and people always see these streamers. They're like, yo, I must go on Kai's stream. I must go on Aiden's stream to shake butt so people know my name. The reason people choose to go on these streams is because it's the easy thing to do. It is so easy to go on stream and shake butt when people can know my name like that, instead of maybe working on a craft and working hard in order to get notoriety by myself. That is the hardest. That's hard to do, and people will always choose the easier route.
Centered and sexualized, and it's two-folded. Like, shout out to the guys, Fuck DH and, you know, Novely and a bunch of the other guys, 4D Shams, Cameron. They've talked about ad nauseum how there is a gooning problem in streaming. Like, there's a gooning problem on this side of content creation, and it's getting quite nasty. But with that being said, some of these young ladies have to stop folding into it. It doesn't end well for you. I remember when Cooking with Kaya started off saying that she didn't want to get into this sexual deep dive about her and her body, even though she has been blessed naturally with a shape and curves and all this other stuff like that. But then she started.
But when women have like either like a good natural body or they have curves and things of that nature, it makes it so hard for them not to use it. Like, if I ever see a woman on IG and she has a fat butt, all that tells me is that the value that she has in herself is all in her butt. She has no value for what she has in her mind or what she has in her heart. All the value that she has is in her butt. And that is so tragic. And men play a part to this too, because men will slide up and text them and DM them, oh my God, girl. And it gives them this validation to make them keep going. It's honestly an endless cycle that you need to disconnect yourself out of first before you can make any type of real change.
Hanging around with the same people who did it. It's a hard balance. It's cool, it's fun. But this is what happens after you leave those guys. Your viewership drops and you have a chat filled with a bunch of guys that are willing to put their hands on their pants for you.
And they're probably so ugly because they put it in all caps because they wanted me to see it, and they typed it more than once because they wanted me to tell me why I'm famous. All I'm gonna say is get your money up. If your money was up, you would.
Like, all you have to do is honestly think about, like, yo, let's say God did not give me a body like this. Let's say God made me a flat, fridge-built woman. Would I be as successful if I were built like that? If I was built like a Tonka truck, would I be as famous and make as much money as... And I would, if I thought about this, I would be like, yo, all I'm worth is my body. Like, I have nothing in my brain. Like, all the wealth that I've accumulated is literally just because I got lucky and I was born like this. Not because I worked for something or I put out value into the world. It's just because literally I was born lucky. I was born with a butt, so now I'm going to use it so that thirsty men could look at me in that light.
Hating on nobody. You're not welcome here. You're not forced to be here. Please just scroll. And if it's not enough, block me. Block Cooking with Kaya on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, because you're going to keep seeing me if you don't. Block me, okay? Did you get your attention? Are you happy? I hope I made your night. I mentioned your name.
And I get it, Kaya. I would be upset too if somebody told me that I'm not famous, I have no talent, I'm just a body, etc., etc. However, you definitely leaned into this, discouraged a bunch of women who were giving you advice along the way, and then ultimately when it was your turn to be ditched, you started to get a little bit agitated by all this stuff. I'm not ragging on nobody. I'm just giving future female streamers the exact blueprint that's happening. I grew up during the video vixen era. I know, I'm an unk. But what I'm saying to you and to other people is that the grass is not greener on the other side unless you make the pivot earlier. Or hell, just don't go down that path at all.
Yeah, and it does not last this quick. There's this saying, the candle that burns the brightest burns out the quickest. I've always seen these like philosophical girls on YouTube that talk about like philosophy and the difference of cultures that we have. And I'm like, yo, this is like so different. These girls are going to stay in their lane for so long because they built like upon this, like, there's this deep thinking that they do instead of just like, let me just shake butt on stream.
And you're also going to be fighting with India Love, who's also fighting with the next young thing.
You know what my motto is? There's a bitch that turns 18 every day, okay? So you need to be on your shit because a bitch turns 18 every fucking day. And I'm not gonna be the bitch that used to be the cool bitch.
Just strange behavior from somebody who's almost 30. I don't know. I think on the male side, there's a lot.
I want people to know that we get old. Groundbreaking. Them boobs, that butt, saggy. It's gonna be saggy. You're gonna be walking around with these flapjacks around. You're gonna be walking around looking like a grandma. Are you gonna still compete with the youngsters and the 18-year-olds when your butt is like flapping out of your pants? Like, are you still gonna be doing that? But yeah, Omizi is right. Female content creators just cannot take that turn at all. Like, female content creators should just stay on their niche, stay on their grind, not be on stream just to please men. And honestly, just do what makes you happy. But what makes most people happy is just instant gratification and the instant views and that instant attention, which is going to come easily when you just shake butt. And girls growing up, they're going to look at these content creators and want to be like them. And they see that it's the easy route just to be just putting everything out there and just showing themselves off completely. But yeah, that's the end of the video. As always, please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed. It helped the channel immense. I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time.
Head to the stars, head to the stars, head to the stars, head to the stars, head to the stars.